Okay, everybody here. So we're using now PC Manager from Microsoft to manage, and along with its Defender, firewall, and everything else that I've been doing on the computer. Now, I gotta say, before I get into anything, we got rid of WiseCare Booster. They're under a different name now, and it's Chinese made. I thought so. This I'm not against Chinese, but I'm saying I don't want nobody poking around. But see, on WiseCare 365, what I used to do, I created a firewall. And you can do it easy. You tell the Defender firewall that you want to block the exec from inbound and outbound. Well, that's why manuals updates would have to be done manually, because you're blocking, you're not letting it call home. Why do you want the app to call home? That's like a security. You're opening up a hole to let the app call home. Now, what apps should you let out and which apps should you let in? Remember, for them to get the update, if the update is not an exec, then you would have to let it out, let it communicate. That's the problem with those little utility programs. So you might want to think about that. So if you don't want nothing to update like that, that's why Microsoft wants everything to go through its Microsoft Store and not have you install a third party that has to call home. No software should call home. And when they pop up on the screen and say, hey, there's an update, it's able to call out. You can block that app from calling out by using the firewall. So you create an inbound and an outbound rule. Both inbound and outbound, you tell it to block the app, the exec, and it'll block it. So the app can't call home. You can protect yourself against like Trojans and things like that. Now Trojans, if they get on your computer, Windows Defender will tell you that it quarantine it. But if it tells you that, you might as well remove that app, uninstall it. Well, first delete the download, then uninstall it, and get rid of it. So you're seeing it's, you know what I need for this? I need, because right now we got Microsoft Defender, PC Manager, Intel Graphics Software, Defender UI 1.34. I wonder if there's a new version of that. The Intel drives are up to date. We have another program I downloaded. Where is that kept? I forget where I put that. So there's another it's called I think it's called DB View, and DB View shows you what USBs are connected and what USBs are disconnected, and you're supposed to be able to clean it up. That's what Chat GPT was talking about. It was talking about, so you go into Windows, and you go into Command Prompt and you run as administrator, and you hit Set, then you run a command. So basically, you're telling it to tell the device manager to show you all what is connected. Well, what is not connected, but you could run another program to find it out. You really have to know what you're doing. Now, some of the cleaner programs, like IOBit, which is another company that's run by Chinese, by the way, their Game Booster has a feature in there that can clean the USB drives out and solve a lot of problems there if you have a lot of USB problems. But the thing is now, it can be a problem. I used to keep all my files in the NAS and didn't have all this problem, and it's put on the network. But since the network is the way it is now, we got fiber network, and then we have the gateway up in the attic. So which one would be the NAS? Which one would be the fastest? That's another story for that. Yeah, I say another story because we're trying to focus on here. What you should do, like you can run. I can open up the C prompt. Type in, check this. It's going to be CHKDSK, C space C colon, what's that? / space, / F. So you're telling You're telling it to clean. You're telling it to fix the drive C, your boot drive. So when it reboots, it'll fix it. It can't do it. It used to could do it under Windows, but it doesn't seem to want to do it anymore like that. So you gotta run that. When you run Windows back now and get back into Windows, then you're gonna open the command prompt and run. You gotta run as administrator. Okay, run both of these, and then you're gonna go SFC space forward / scan now, and let it scan and see if anything's there. If you keep running into problems, I know a lot of people say, yeah, I don't want to reinstall Windows. Yeah, I know that's the easy way around. But it could be hardware related too. See, right now it's idle. Nothing's running. It's running like it's supposed to be running. Smoothly. And that's the way it should be. Okay. I really don't have a lot of things in this system here. I mean, we got the whole entire Office suite. I mean, I got my graphic program that I use for graphics. I have my Nikon. If you on their cameras, you can record in the RAW. RAW means you have better opportunity to develop that picture into a luscious, vivid color picture. JPEG. I'd rather use PNG. But those are obsolete now. They have a new one. I think it's HEI or HEV, and it's supposed to be better compression. But a lot of YouTube don't support that feature for thumbnails and stuff, so you can't really use it. So until they support it, then you can use it. So that's another feature right there. But the thing is, here is that's the only thing I use really on here. That's all that's on here. I really don't use much on here. Then on the on the other computer, we'll have to talk about that computer another day. But I'm just focusing on Windows problems. Yes, Windows has a lot of problems. Microsoft, they want a lot of things to control. They want you to use everything. They don't want you to use Chrome. And now Chrome, good old Chrome. Chrome updates like crazy. Now I can go here and I can go to the tech channel. See, that loaded up quick. Let's try that again. And the tech channel should just go like that. See, look at these split. That's fast. That's how it should be. Quick. But to get it quick. Now, how should you load up your channel? But that's another thing. I'll talk about that. I'm not going to get into that. But just trying to focus on, just trying to show you how fast things are. Hey, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Okay, we're trying to get up there. I'm pushing that like crazy. Plus, you're getting videos out every day. I know that you got a lot of videos. If you scroll down to way to the bottom, you will run into the video I made for one of the job sites I did. I actually, they trusted me at the time, so that's why there was nobody in the video. There's a video here. You should check it out. I'll scroll down. Here it is. What it's like to be a tech contractor. So I'm going to start the video. Oh, that's another thing I want to disable. I can use it on this channel because
Lenovo ThinkCentral, and we have over 200 of them being installed, and hooking up to 38-inch Dell monitor, curved monitors with Logitech.
Now, here is something it's very rare that you get to see anything like this. What do I have this? Oh, I have this in 1080p, so I did put it in 1080p. Let me scan this. Actually, what's in
38-inch.
If I'm the lead, I make the most money on this project. If I can bring you in and say, hey, Albert, can I get on this project, and I can bring you in. Without any, they're gonna check your background first. Gonna check and see if you are who you say you are. And then once that is done, and then you can get in. You can make a lot of money. It's a lot of money. This is a project that would run for almost a month. It depends, because it's a lot. It's a new site, and you're installing equipment in there. You're installing micro mini Lenovo PCs, right? You're installing the monitors, the brackets. Here, I'll show you.
Dell.
Let's see if I can show you.
Monitor, curved monitors with Logitech wired mouse and keyboard. And we have.
Let's start from the beginning on this because it's missing something.
Installing Lenovo ThinkCentral.
See, I show you everything because I think about in the future how I can.
And hooking up to a 38-inch Dell monitor, curved monitors with Logitech wired mouse and keyboard. And we have LG monitors. Still a work in progress. Did over 200 already. So this is the Ryzen 5. This is the 2020 model. So you got Wi-Fi. You got a lot of ports in the back. You got offices. You got more PCs here. So let's give you an idea. So how they're hooked up. They have the latest. And so the table rises up and down. It's a pretty cool system. And then you just wrap all the cables in that, snake it in and snap.
See, all here, we're responsible for wiring. We have to wire all the things in here. This is not bad. This is all plastic, and this is a pretty neat snake kind of a way of doing it. So the whole thing is wire management. That's the key to all of this is wire management. And wire management, you have to do all of this here. So this is a Windows job. This is not anything else. There's some jobs that there's Mac OS, and that's why you should know Mac OS. If you know that, and you got a good thing on your resume that you could do Mac and Windows. You don't run across too much Linux because most companies just have Windows. So this is the Windows.
Back into place. You don't even see it.
We don't have to put the table in. There's a furniture a furniture crew would come in and do this. They would bring in the tables and they would install it in there. We don't do that. All we focus on is the voice over IP. That's the phone you see in the corner here. I should have shot this widescreen, but I wasn't thinking of that. So we're responsible. In this kind of project, we're responsible for the mouse, the keyboard, the monitor, plugging all this in here. See all that bolts, sliding that in for the monitor. What else are we responsible for? Let me see if I can show.
See it.
So you can see the bolts and stuff. We're responsible for all of that. Put sliding into that aluminum.
So this is what a deployment is.
We're not responsible for the furniture. See, the laptop is on the table. And we'll plug it into there. It has to be neat. That is neat. That is acceptable. That's acceptable. If it's not neat, it's not going to be allowed. This keyboard looks like it had a protection on it. But that's it. And then we'll boot it up. Network connection. I don't think the network was not set up yet, so we couldn't do anything there. That's right. You go to a site, there's no network, your job is done. Your job is to install and bring it up. They don't have to call somebody else in again to complete. And that's what I like. I like jobs like that. When I used to go like in these 4-hour jobs, right? Just go, you get paid 4 hours no matter what. Even if the project gets canceled, you get paid. And then you say, what kind of job is that? Yeah, well, some jobs are like that. So you get paid. And that's if you're a That's if you're a W-2 and not a 1099. So 1099. This is a 1099 project here. Okay? So you get, if they say, hey, we're going to give you $10,000, you're going to make $10,000.
Hooking up the monitor. Hooking up.
And these monitors had Logitech 1080p webcam on top. All that has to be done correctly and wired right. So it has to be stringless. You don't see no wires. They don't. The only wires are allowed. Maybe in the future they'll go wireless. get rid of this wire. But that's the way a lot of companies set up things.
The panel, hooking up the bracket. These brackets slide in. By taking this off and they slide in.
See? So here's an aluminum bracket. You got to connect the monitor pole. So this pole, which could be plastic, could be yes, it could be plastic, it could be metal.
And then you mount them.
See, all this we have to fit. We have to get all this wiring. We have to do all of this. This is the project. This is why a project like that takes time. And there is a monitor. This is the cable from the webcam back in here. So as you can see, it's very complex process.
These are very expensive mounts.
Yeah.
As you can see, everything has to be neat.
We're not responsible for the furniture and all that. Another company comes in and does that.
Right now. See, work in progress. They built a brand new building. Get downstairs. We're on the 12th floor. You see scaffolds and all kinds of stuff. This is the reception area.
See, management trusts me, so yeah, I did my work. That's how if you do your work and you don't fool around, you can get a lot of perks.
This is the freight elevator. This is the staircase.
Alright, so we're going to go down. I'm going to speed up and go down to the next floor. I just want to show you that this was available. Okay. So now we're
I'm go to filter. Also the LG 49-inch, which are really 48-inch. Those are ultra wide screens. So this is what we've done so far. All these empty boxes and all this stuff. These are.
See all of this? Do you see what you're seeing? So you're seeing dual 38-inch monitors, one on top of the other. Yes, it's a lot of work. It's not only that. You have to put in $10,000 phone calling
dual
box.
monitors. These are 49s. And they're really 48. That's how they're mounted. The mounting with them are a little different.
Let's see if I can show you that. I want to.
It's a long boom.
See? See all that? That has to be done. We do that. Yeah. How many are on the team? It's me. Let's see. At the time, I think there was 2 women, and let's see. I think altogether there were about 6 of us. No, I was not the lead on this project. The lead knows me because I was always the lead. We worked on a different company. This is a different company. This is a 1099 job, so we're not W-2s. We worked for a company that was W-2. I was the lead, and he was never a lead. And he was older than me, and he never was the lead until he started. Well, I told him what he had to do to become a lead, and then he became the lead. I told him to keep quiet, mind your own business, do your work. That's the best thing to do. See all this? We had to do all that. Now you say, who does the wiring for the LAN? They had somebody that does it, and guess what? It's not 10 gig or 1 gig. It's 10/100. I said, why are you installing? Why is it not? He said the company don't want to pay for it. That's crazy. And then it goes into a hub, and so the hub is underneath here. It's a hub with all the wires coming in. So one line coming in and split. So it's not going to be the fastest.
It's a lot. Holy cow. Yeah.
Well, anyway, I go on and we show you audio and video, but we don't have to go into that. I just want to show you how that was. Okay. Then we had the let me show you about this, and then I'll show you.
Oh, hey, tech fans. So,
yes, I replaced this battery. The first time I'm replacing it by myself. I've replaced batteries before, You know, I had other vehicles besides this, but this is a platinum die-hard battery. This is an AGM battery. This is what works better with solar. So if you want to and this is supposed to last 4 years. It can last, well, for this kind of a vehicle. You know, this is a smaller battery, so and it's made in Korea. But yeah, Sears Die-Hard. Well, I think the company, right, where I got it from, that's where they call it Die-Hard. Okay, so we got the Die-Hard battery, and he charged me for this. He's trying to be slick. Okay. Had to get a Die-Hard battery because the other one died on me. So, yep. So, this is what I'm faced with here. So, how does the solar work?
So I took out the old one.
It's funny. I don't know which side this goes. This way, or does it go this way? If this way, if it rains, it wouldn't flush up and hit against this. But the battery is already in a container. I met a guy that had the same vehicle, and his headlight is all corroded. He said it's coming from the battery. See, I don't know if he had the case on there, because the battery comes in a chute, like a protective blanket, like it's a plastic container to keep the acid. I didn't have no acid leak on the top or anything like that, or acid buildup like most batteries have. You know, you're buying a top of the line battery. You know, it's not a regular acid lead. This is a battery designed to handle all those needs. You know, your stereo amplifier, you know, your multimedia player, your computer talks, your car talks back. Mine talks back to me. So we had the early stages of AI, artificial intelligence, something like that. I had to put that. But another problem I ran into is my solar controller is not working. As far as this. So the solar controller. So this is one of the solar controllers. This is a newer one. This was dirt cheap. I got this off Amazon. Only paid $13. It now is at $13. That's pretty cheap. Where can I get one? Well, you can't. They're gone. They're gone. This is made by another company, and this is an MPPT. This has the coils in there and everything to run it as MPPT. But this has more features than what I had. Mine was Bluetooth. This is not Bluetooth. So this has the lights. So the light for the panel and the light for the battery. So you'll see how the battery is charging and how the panel is working. But you have a USB port there. You have another port to connect accessories to this. Okay, like you want to hook up fancy lights and things like that. You can hook it up to this. It has a different port for that. The other one did not have nothing. It was really stripped bones. It goes here. So I don't need no app anymore. But this one give me like a readout how much kilowatts we're doing and blah blah blah. But I really don't need all of that because I'm only focuses on the car. So this is gonna keep the battery fully charged. And the battery is fully charged. It's always going to start up. Less strain on the starter, number one, right? Less on the alternator, number two. And you might find out you might have an extra boost of power when you at the light and the sun's hitting those panels and everything is fully charged. And you want to take off. I'm not saying you're gonna drag race, but I can, a couple of times I can really go for. You see the difference on the highway, and you save gas mileage too. You're only keeping the main battery charged and the alternator running less. The alternator is taking care of other things, so they save on gas and fuel. Fuel can last longer with me in this, but wired it up. So here we have. So these two wires are for the panel. These two wires go directly to the battery. I think this is 10 gauge wire. It's the thickest one you can get, and you want the best. You don't want to use thin wire because thin wire is not going to work. So this is it. So I'm going to wrap up this because there's nothing else to talk about from here. But I just want to show you about that. So do check out that video too. That's the solar video. We have that in the short. So the shorts are here. The short one, I flipped the video around to make it the short. So it looks like this.
Oh, hey, tech friends.
See?
So, how to get a die-hard battery? Tech friends.
Oh.
Tech.
Tech
friends.
While I'm here, why don't I cover something else too?
Tech friends.
I was away, and let me see if I can blow this up. I don't know if I can blow it up. I guess that's as big as we can go. Let me take it. This is T-Mobile Tower. And this gets, it almost got 1.7 gig down. I never see anything. When I come here where I live, it's nothing like that. And this is 140, almost 141, 142 up. That song, I wrote that song, so it's my song. It's not nobody else's song. Tech friends. And then another thing is, a lot of people, you have this video. Tech friends. Oh, it's this way to scroll.
Hey, tech. So I'm recording.
When you tweak the fiber on AT&T fiber, you can get 1.3, 1.2. It all depends if you did it right. Because you see it bursts. That's 1.2. That's 1.1 gig. That's what you're supposed to get.
This is download speeds. So, about, like I said, it varies.
Almost went to 1.4. It wouldn't lock onto 1.4. Then we have this. This is the way the mesh is.
Up in the
so up in the attic we have
T-Mobile.
That's where the big gateway, 5G gateway boxes, the router, the wireless, the antenna, blah blah blah. It's all up in the attic. Then this is the mesh. It's an access point. You can get another mesh can be plugged into this. These things are $134 on eBay. They will not give me another one. I don't know why. Well, we could have two. I don't even know if we really need it, because it does coverage the place. I'll do a access point. I have to use an older phone with Android 11 on it because it will not show me. Other than that, that's when it came.
Up here.
But hey,
so
we have a lot of videos. Do check them out, and if you like them, hit thumbs up. We got a lot of stuff here. If I see deals, I usually tell you about the deals. The TV. This is the 85-inch here. Got it working, but it won't work on the fiber. I don't know why not. And I could get it to work on the fiber, but I'm not gonna. Maybe wired. Maybe it's a wired connection. I don't know. You know, I'm not gonna go through that with them. Maybe that's why. Maybe it's a limited one. It's 802.50. It's 802.11 AC, not AX. The TV. Maybe it has a limiter on it. I don't know what it has, but you know, anything built in. I mean, we could run a bypass and go get a Walmart on Google TV box and plug into it and bypass the TV and use it that way. But that defeats the purpose, and you end up having two remotes. And if you want to really get the 802.11 AX, or was it because you can get, because that one supports 802 Wi-Fi 6. This one only supports Wi-Fi 5. But it has an AI chip built into the TV. It gets really good, sharp pictures, better than the TV in the other room that I have. So, hey, we have that. Oh yeah, before I go, this is a video I made. I have the full, I just don't have the full on the part 2, which ends this video. Because originally I made the video without special effects, and I add special effects to it. I just want to show you, so we have a lot of things on here. It should help. I just made a video on the fun channel. I don't know if I can show you my other channel. I try to keep it to one channel. So the fun channel is a comedy channel. I just made it's not AI made. I made it. It takes, so if I make it, it's different. You know. So remember, we have a music channel. So if you like music, go to the music channel. Okay. I wish I can show you what I'm working on, but I can't show it in this. Okay. So anyway, hey, hit that subscribe button. Okay. See, on here won't show the subscribe unless I bring the channel in conceal mode. So here, click on that button. See that button there? Click on it. Subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Come on, help the channel grow. Hit that subscribe button, okay? I'll teach you what I know. Up to a point, I can teach you, but I'll teach you what you know. Yeah. Got a lot. I put the solar in the SUV. That's the best thing I've done. And then you're saying, hey, at idle, you put your radio on full blast because the battery is getting charged from the solar. You see, you don't have to run all that stuff. But anyway, hey, thanks for watching. Okay, if you made it to this point, hey, great. You're helping the channel. Thumbs up and stuff like that. So this was a combination of running Windows. Yes, it was Econico. Well, anyway, you're in a mode where you can really find out what's going on. You can actually find. Well, it's better to teach the content creators about that feature and what you can use it for and how would it benefit to you. Okay. All right. I gotta go. Take care. Have a great day.